In this video, we're going to go over email marketing, what it is and why you need it for your business. A lot of people think that email marketing is dead, but this couldn't be further from the truth. It's one of the biggest advertising mediums out there, and when done right, it can be one of the most profitable. So email marketing has one of the highest return on investments, with an average of $38 to every $1 spent. This is absolutely huge. It also has the largest reach of any other advertising medium as well, with 5.6 billion active email accounts. And to put that in perspective, Facebook has only 2.3 billion active users, over double the amount of active email accounts than that of Facebook. On top of this, over 90% of your emails get delivered, as opposed to Facebook, where they only push out posts to around 2% of your fans or followers. Lots of people are still successfully using email marketing for their businesses, and 73% of people prefer email than other communication channels. Email has outlived MySpace and many of the other social media platforms. Any social media platform could be gone tomorrow, but email is here to stay. Email has been around since pretty much the beginning of the internet, and it's going to be around for many more years to come. And social media can change suddenly. You never know when Facebook or Twitter is going to make a change to the algorithm to make your reach even less. Email is stable, and you know that there's not going to be a massive change in an algorithm. And also, much more people use email online than social media. Over 90% of all people online use email, and only around 60% use social media. Onto a few more business stats of email marketing. 83% of business-to-business companies use e-newsletters for content marketing. So that's a massive 83% of businesses who use email to help build their brand and help market their products. And more than 50% of US email users check their personal email account more than 10 times per day. Is that crazy? 10 times per day. And a whopping 99% of consumers check their email every single day. This is just huge. 99% of all consumers check their emails every single day. And 59% of respondents say marketing emails influence their purchase decisions. And the next one is a huge one. Marketers who send out segmented campaigns see as much as a 760% increase in revenue. That is absolutely crazy. And what I mean by segmented campaigns is when you send out an email to someone based on an action that they've taken or how engaged they are. So if they've clicked a certain link in an email or opened a certain email and they've done a certain thing on your list, then you send them a different email to as if someone has never opened an email. For example, if someone's gone through your sequence to get to know you and know, like, and trust you, you would send a different email out as to someone who had never even heard of you and knows nothing about you. And this is so important, to send out emails to people depending on where they are in the journey to get to know you. And that's proven by the massive increase in revenue from segmented campaigns. So before we jump into Builderall's own autoresponder mailing boss, I want to give you a few tips to start off with. And the first most important one is to build your own list. Never buy someone else's list, because you don't know where that list came from. They could have been opted into the list illegally. They don't know you. You could be spamming them. You just don't know what you're getting yourself into with a purchase list. So it's always important to build your own list. And you need to adhere to the rules of the CAN-SPAM Act. The CAN-SPAM Act is an act that was brought into place in 2003, which has rules against spamming and unsolicited emails. So you need to make sure that you follow all of the rules in the CAN-SPAM Act. There's a lot of them, so I'm not going to list them here. You need to build some rapport with your customers. You shouldn't just send out ads to keep buying all the time. You need to get your subscribers to know, like, and trust you before you start sending them lots and lots of ads. And even when they do know, like, and trust you, you can't bombard them with ads constantly over and over again. They need to have a good balance of value and offers. A good rule of thumb is to send at least 5 times the amount of value than when you ask them to buy. A good rule of thumb is to send out 5 times as many value emails as there are promotional emails. Again, you need to treat your list well and remember that the people you're using email to communicate with have trusted you with their email and name. If you don't treat your list well and bombard them with emails and don't treat them with respect, you won't have a very big list for very long. So it's important to stick to a schedule and be consistent, and don't leave it too long without emailing. If you leave it too long, people are going to forget about you. They might report you as spam. So it's important to email, I think, a minimum of twice a week. Some people email twice a day. Some people email more. But I definitely wouldn't recommend emailing more than once a day to begin with. And again, use segmenting options to send targeted emails to people, depending on actions they've taken and how engaged they are. This is so important, because if you don't track things and you don't follow up with people in the right way, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. Builderall's own Mailing Boss has unlimited subscribers and an unlimited sending quota, and this is absolutely massive because most competitors charge hundreds and even thousands per month for 10,000 plus subscribers, and you have unlimited included in your Builderall plan. And Builderall has tons of tools, tons of segmenting options, and tons of these advanced options, which is going to allow you to follow up with people in the right way. Without further ado, let's jump into Mailing Boss. Now we're inside Builderall's own autoresponder Mailing Boss, and this is the first page you're going to see when you sign in. You're going to see your most recent list, and you have options for creating new subscriber lists and new campaigns, and then you have some campaign statistics underneath. When you first set up Mailing Boss, you're going to be asked to put in your name, your address, and a few other details. And you have to do this because this is in compliance with CAN-SPAM law. You need your name, address, and an unsubscribe link at the bottom of every email that you send. You need to do this before anything. Once you've done that, any new lists that you set up will pull this data into each list to be used in each of the emails. If you need to set up different addresses for different lists and different companies, then you can come into the Update tab, a new address for that list. Make sure you do this before you create any emails, or all the emails you create will still have the original address. Up here are the most common options. Here you can view your subscribers and view details about your subscribers. This is useful if you've got tags set up. You can see what links people have clicked on, what lead score they've got, and how engaged the lead is. Here you can view your list, view details about your lists, and use the various list tools. In campaigns, you can edit your regular emails and sequence emails. What do I mean by regular and sequence emails? A regular email is a one-time broadcast that gets sent out to all of your subscribers, no matter when they subscribed. It's a one-time send. You set it to go out at a certain time, and it goes out to all subscribers on that list at one time. An email sequence, on the other hand, is one or more emails which go out in a sequence. You can set them to go out 1 minute after another, 1 day after another, or any time that you like. And email sequences don't go out at specific times. They'll usually go out a specific time after someone's subscribed. So while one subscriber may be getting email 1 on your sequence, another subscriber who subscribed earlier may be getting email 7 on your sequence. And then with advanced segmenting, like we were talking about earlier, you can have it send out different email sequences depending on whether they click a certain link or whether they open a certain email. And here you can set up your custom tags to auto-populate your emails. The workflow is a really cool visual workflow builder, so you can connect your email sequences and broadcast messages in a visual way. And here is your account details that you set up the first time that you logged into Mailing Boss. Here you can see your account limits, but since everything's unlimited, there are no account limits. And here is where you can log out. In the top left here is the main menu where you can access all of these options and a whole lot more.
So here we have the list and the campaigns and a whole lot more options. So instant messages is where you can connect WhatsApp and SMS to send instant messages out to people. You can view the various templates inside the MailingBoss platform. Domains is where you connect your domains ready for sending. Sender emails is for verifying specific emails for each domain. Your API keys are used to connect MailingBoss to the site builder. With the automation tab, you can set up a bunch of cool automation options, such as subscribing someone to a list when they click a link, or moving from another list to another when they don't open an email. This is where a lot of the advanced segmentation takes place that we discussed earlier. And finally, we have the integration key, and this is how we integrate MailingBoss into other tools. So that's it for this video. In this video was a general overview of email marketing and the MailingBoss autoresponder.